Hi there everyone, my name's Dave West. I hope we're all doing well. So welcome back to the ultimate video test. Today I'm checking out ProRes video on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now, as with all ultimate video tests, I'll leave all of the main camera specifications down in the description, and I'll just run through some of the high level features of this particular feature just to help save you some time. Now, a few things just to mention very quickly. With the ProRes feature, you do get a maximum recording time to ensure that it doesn't take up all the space in your iPhone. And it's also storage dependent. So this particular model, which I'm reviewing, thanks to Vodafone for sending this along, this is the 120 gigabyte model, so it can only record ProRes video at 1080p at 30 frames per second. If you have a 256 gigabytes or above model for the iPhone 13 Pro or Pro Max, you can record at 4K at 30 frames per second. But the ProRes video, basically, as you probably guessed by the name, is far higher quality than the standard video. So for a start, it records in Dolby Vision, and the bitrate is around about 4 times larger, maybe even more, than the standard video for standard dynamic range. So the file size is pretty massive, which is why it gives you, or it calculates basically, the maximum recording time you're allowed for this feature. So this is the front-facing camera. It works on all lenses, front, main, ultra-wide and telephoto. And hopefully you can see the benefit of the much sharper and greater dynamic range afforded by this video option. Now, it's got always on electronic image stabilization, so you can't switch that off. And it's also got stereo audio recording. I'm using a Joby Gorilla Pod just to keep the phone at arm's length, but it offers no additional stabilization. Because it records in Dolby Vision, if you've got a HDR compatible display, laptop, tablet, projector, TV, etc., then that will be triggered if you're watching this video on one of those devices. So there's the front-facing camera then, so I'll switch around to the rears now and show you how it looks on those. Alright, so this is the rear cameras then. So starting off with the ultra-wide angle camera. Now, with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, all of the lenses are 12 megapixel. And as per the front-facing camera in ProRes video mode, you can only record up to 1080p 30. But the quality of the 1080 video is so good, it's probably comparable to 4K, in so much that the quality is really nicely retained. And I did do a little experiment, and this upscales really well to 4K if you drop it into your video editor and then upscale it. So just looking at the video now, you can see the dynamic range is really good. You can even see the streaks in the clouds up ahead there, which is really good, and it's handling the sun really well. Although it does look like a white blob, that is actually how it looks because it's behind the clouds at the moment. And a good thing with the iPhone is that you get a nice wide field of view with the ultra-wide camera, even with the electronic image stabilization switched on, so you don't lose any of the width of the image. Now, just like the Dolby Vision video recording mode, you can also switch cameras on the go. So there's the ultra-wide, there's the main, and there's the telephoto camera, which I will concentrate on a little bit more in a second. But just looking through the viewfinder now, the colors and the brightness and everything, I know it's different when it's recorded, but it looks super sharp through the viewfinder. Because I'm recording in Dolby Vision, it activates the HDR mode of the iPhone's display to give you the best viewing quality possible when recording video. So there's the ultra-wide angle camera. So I'm going to switch to the main lens now. We'll check out things like autofocus and close-up detail. So I have noticed the autofocus is just that little bit slower. using the ProRes mode, but when it does kick in, I mean, you've got really awesome depth of field behind that lens and tremendous detail as well on close-up subjects like these nettles here. Now the Pro and Pro Max use Apple's sensor shift technology, so the whole lens moves inside the body of the phone independently, so you get really good stabilization. So it's kind of like optical stabilization taken to the next level, plus electronic image stabilization, which gives you this really awesome stability when moving around smaller subjects like this. Now you can just see there, it's just that little bit slower than using the auto mode when using ProRes for autofocus, so it doesn't quite snap back into its normal focus from close-up subjects. You have to give a little bit of a helping hand by just tapping the screen. And as with all other video modes, you get Apple's really awesome wide stereo audio recording. Now with the Dolby Vision enhancement, you should be able to see the amount of control it has over the image with these highlight flecks over the water in front of me here. And also just generally how it handles the whole scene. So colors, brightness, exposure, everything looks really, really good. So let's check out the telephoto camera. You can see there you get a nice narrow depth of field with this as well, so everything looks like it's all on one plane, if you like. Let's get a nice focus on that leaf just out ahead of me there, whilst maintaining a nice level of depth of field on this branch you can see closest to the camera, which is cool. Something a bit further with this rock ahead here, and it's great to see that the video quality and the consistency between these lenses is really good. So whether I'm using the wide lens, ultra wide or telephoto, it reacts really quickly and the colors and everything look pretty much the same, which is really good. Because you've got optical stabilization plus EIS on this telephoto lens, it makes framing these shots really easy without it shaking all over the place. Good stuff. Just show how far away it is. Ultra wide lens, so it's not the biggest zoom you'll ever see, but it's still really useful to have that in this particular video mode. So that's a quick look then at the ProRes video feature on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you've got any comments or any questions about anything you've seen in this video, then please do leave those down in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And don't forget, if you're new around here, then please do consider subscribing. So there's more videos coming like this on the channel very, very soon. But for now, this has been my quick look at Apple ProRes video on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. My name is Dave West, and I'll catch you guys later.